live inside the den with DJ Deluxe, Higher Level, Lady Casper, Ross Coffee, Ari Grande, and Jay Till. Now let's turn up for the DJ Deluxe mixdown. DJ Deluxe.
Yes, good night everybody. Let's go. Welcome to the den, you already know, DJ Deluxe. The DJ Deluxe mixed up. What me sound? Yeah. If you listen, I need one right now for me, man. Yeah. What, yeah. Yeah. Touch me, touch me, touch me, afraid that I made it to know I slow down. And she said increase the speed up at a cruise. One time she said she never feel this kind of loving and she she feel like it's the sign of the time. Well, baby girl, if this is the last day of your life, do what we go down in a passion of whoa. When them girl get a taste, them could have swear got the responsible all night. Up girl get wicked at the knees. My flavor right feels so sweet all night. Oh, my kind of style she like. She said my kind of style so sweet. Yeah. My kind of vibe she like. My kind of vibe so sweet. She said baby it's a long time since I last bounced you up in a party. And ever since that time, you just real be crossing my mind, boy, my mind. Hey, give me an experience, baby. I'll never forget the way I put down working down. Shout out to everybody watching tonight. You already know. Hey, I see you, Casper. What? Hey. Yeah. Wanna run it now? Let's go. Hey. Check. I want to sound to you. I want to sound to you. I come back. Never again. Hey, boy. I out on the road. Hey. I'm not staying home. Double M. Look, I done book my flight. Tell my friends and family I'm coming. Never again. Hey, boy. I out on the road. Hey. I'm not staying home. Can't miss me. Double M. Look, I done book my flight. Tell my friends and family I'm coming. Hey, boy, the suitcase packed tight. As soon as the plane touched down, we pumping. Lord, and if you hear them, welcome to the land of Calypso. I see that you touched down. Well done. I hope that you're more than fit and ready. Cause it's real rum, real vibe. Soon as I touch the first party, it's shell down. I'm fetting until I'm falling down. I will never miss a watch over us. In we going out and we coming in. I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Put us on us. I say, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Watch over us. I say, whoa, whoa, whoa. Alive. Good morning. We nice. Good morning. You know how to the cold. Miss the sun when it snow. And I can't fight the feeling. And I wish I could be there for you. Yo, turn the road. I write your name in the snow. Now I'm missing the feeling. And I wish I could be there with you. Now I'm feeling low. Cause I miss one is a sunny party. Cause all of that is the man. Now I'm feeling low. Only vibes, only fun in the party. Pick up you and your friend, everybody. Yo, see check. And then she bubble. Is the greatest band, oh. Roll your waist and bend, oh. Oh, Miss Lady, bubble. Give me the greatest band, oh. You are the wickedest band, oh. Whoa, she said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself. Oh, she said, take it easy, I will do the work. You don't have to wind up yourself. You don't have to wind up yourself.
Check. Once again, people, welcome to the Den, Season 4, Episode 5. I'm your boy, Higher Level Entertainment. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Den. Ladies and gentlemen, on my far right, we have none other than our newest host, Miss Ariana Grande. Say what's up to the people.
What's up?
To her immediate left, we got Jay Till in the house.
Yo, what's good?
You know, on the ones and twos, we got the baddest DJ to hit the NOLA scene, DJ D-Lex. And to my far left, we have Lady Casper.
Whoa.
And our newest host too as well, we have none other than Ras Kofi.
Blessed love New Orleans. And tonight, it is my pleasure to introduce to you a wonderful young lady in our community, someone who I have a lot of respect for on an entrepreneurial level, on a business level. We met a few years ago, and I took note of what she was doing in the reggae community and in her community in general. And I'm happy to have her on the show a few years later to talk about all the great things she got going on. This young woman, from what I've known, you know, she's been an entrepreneur since her early teens. She's born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana. But I'm going to let her introduce herself to the camera and to everyone else. But I'd like to introduce you to Riki of Rikiville.
Good night, people.
Well, my introduction, I'm sure, didn't do no justice.
And there you have it.
Can you tell us a little more about yourself, though, Riki? Can you introduce yourself to the camera?
Of course.
Yes.
I am a person that likes to do business, start things, and watch them blossom, and bring my people together, and take people, and actually each one teach one is my motto that I live by with the people that I come across. So I take in my crafts, turn it into business, and do well with them. I found that I could take anything and put it together and make it gold. Anything I put my mind to. I've been doing that since the age of 14 when I started with hair. And it was something that wasn't even taught to me. It was just natural. And I've been doing it with hair and food all my life. And food is just something that is in my family.
Food is a big part of Rikiville, and we're going to talk about that
Yeah,
also.
it's natural. Never been taught to cook professionally. I've had jobs, but not professionally. It was just something that was totally natural. Over the years, it's just got perfected it. Yeah, that's me.
Can you share a little bit about your background, where originally from?
I am from the 6th Ward originally, but I played with the 6th Ward and the 9th Ward my whole life. My parents was military or just straight worked a lot, so I was by my family a lot. I went to school across the canal, but my home base was on Tremere and St. Philip my whole life.
Real quick question. You
Go
say
ahead.
you do business.
Yeah.
So, what was your first business?
Legally, it would be Reese Remodeling Company with my dad, a construction company. I was 24 when I did that with him. I've been paying bills off of hair since 16. I started from 13 to 16. 16, you know, your mom say two women can't stay in the same household. So that's what happened, and I wound up graduating from high school. I had my own apartment.
At 16.
16,
I'm not mad at you.
doing hair. Yep, I got well known in the bounce industry first.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Actually, started with, let me see who was my first one. DJ Money Fresh was my gateway into the bounce industry. From him, I linked up with Jonathan, which was a big producer for Hot Boy Ronald. From him, I branched off into the dancers, the Oinkers. That's all my brothers. I still hang with them today. And I just got well known with the braids, micro braids, all that. It just got overwhelming. I took a break after a while, but that's how I got well known. And I was going out a lot too.
Tell us the truth.
Go.
Are you an Oink?
No.
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 So there's no lost footage of you?
No.
No? Okay.
Always the one in the cut to the back.
Gotcha.
I'm the bro sis. Not at all.
So how has your background influenced your entrepreneurial journey?
Keeps me motivated. It keeps me going. When I think it's bad, when I think I'm at a rut, I always think about my past and how much I've got going through in life and how far I've gotten just off of me, my talents, my strive, just me. That's what keeps me going every day. I haven't clocked the clock since 2009.
Beautiful thing.
Beautiful.
So when you say you haven't clocked the clock, you haven't worked in the
No one's job.
for nobody's job.
No one. 2009, I did Orleans Avenue Seafood and Meat Market. Before then, I owned that one. Went into business with my dad again, and Deanie's was my last job in 2009.
So when was the breaking point when you was like, man, I had enough. Like I gotta do my own thing. I gotta be my own boss.
It was before then, 18. 18, it was the bills was a lot. I was just going fresh into college. I was doing too much. I thought I wanted to go to college at least. And I just wasn't paying, I was immature and spending my money wrong. I didn't budget my money correctly at first. So I thought that I wanted to go back into the work industry, and I really didn't. I went to salons instead. Tried to go back to hair school at that time, so I didn't finish. And I went back into the work industry instead. And from that, I went right back to myself. I couldn't do it. Yep. Offshore made me do it. Offshore, definitely.
So it sounds like you had supportive family all along the way, and that I'm sure that plays a good role. Can you speak to that, like having business with your father and stuff like that?
It was because I was a knucklehead, honestly.
That makes a difference. Uh-huh.
And he wanted to teach me, structure. My biological father wanted to teach me structure and give me an opportunity and give me a platform to do something different. Then, because I was burnt out with hair at that time. I think once the micro braid era finished, I was just burnt out of hair. I took a long break, excuse me, but he gave me structure. He gave me a platform with the store. He was like, I'm going to give you this. Do what you need to do and build from that. And I did.
That is awesome.
I did well with the store. I didn't want to do that no more, honestly. So I went back to hair, went back to school. But my family has always been supportive. My cousin is my business partner. Because I can't have it right on my shoulder. That's my accountant, so she said, but she's my business
Shout out
partner.
cousin. Shout out to cousin.
Wait, why is cousin not here with us today?
For her family purposes, she went to Dallas to finish her master's to have support with her partner and the kids. She had just had kids. Actually, her first child was born at Rikiville while we were open.
So she a Rickyville baby.
She's a Rikiville baby. If she come to Rikiville now, everybody who's from the beginning knows exactly who she is. Yeah, she was born in Rikiville. But other than that, when my family come in town, they there. Most of my family has helped me along the way with Rikiville as far as in working at Rikiville, giving me ideas to the administrative part to investing in Rikiville, just all the way around the board. Without my family, I definitely would not have made it.
So what most people don't see is the background of Rickyville. Like you're the face, and we just know it's a great vibe. So can you speak more about this family structure and the people that you have in place, and like what do they really do to make Rickyville?
Well, first let the people that at home know what is Ricky.
Rikiville is a vibe. I sell a vibe. The food is a plus. The drinks are okay, but it's all about the vibe, the energy back there. That's what we were going for originally. Food was not the first thing on the list of things to do with Rikiville. We needed somewhere to go because it was COVID. Caribbean was closed. Our old backup bar in the Bywater area was closed. Me and her brought a pool table, and we rolled with it. And in the backyard, we put a pool table in the backyard for our personal use. And we wind up, people just started coming over. And it went from just my yard to the neighbor on the left side told me I can use his yard if I keep the grass cut. That was the deal. And I'm like, okay. And then my neighbors on the other side started building the furniture in there in my yard. And it was like, well, we can just, take the fence down right here and build some stairs to go over here. And we can put some stuff up over here. I'm like, okay, set a table up and you can sell some stuff. Let's make it worth your while. And that's how it built from there. It just expanded on its own. I can honestly say that about Rikiville. The food is what everybody beat me up for. And behind the scenes, answering your question, it's Hell's Kitchen. It's Hell's Kitchen. It's high paced, high volume the whole entire night. I start Rikiville at like about 6, 7 in the morning. We open at 7 p.m. It takes the whole day to do everything. Everybody setting the yard up. Because by being outdoors, there's some things that I have to break down every single time we close, just for weather purposes. So setting the yard up, prepping the food, making sure, like for oysters and stuff, I can't buy until the day of. Making sure everybody's position is ready for them to come in when they come in. And we operate normally, 2, 4, 6, 7-man team. Down season, I drop it down. I let 3 people go. For the down season, like now, it'll start being our peak season. So I know I'm going to have to hire another person. But we have Rikiville family that come and work for nothing. They just come help and fall in where they can. And I've had that since day one.
So what is down season for y'all? What is like down season?
It starts right after my anniversary for Halloween. That goes into your cold season. It's not as busy. You have holidays. It lasts all the way up until around Easter, right after Easter, right when it start getting spring, when it start getting warm. Yep. But they still come. It's people come, get their food, and they leave. They don't come and stay as long. They don't be as packed. Right. Yep.
I'm a big advocate for the people that help build something. So you say the Rikiville family, right? Mm-hmm. Drop some names. Who the family is.
On the grill right now, it's my brother Trey, one of the Orncas. At the bar.
If y'all don't know what Onkers are, Google it.
Yeah, he's doing. You'll be surprised. You'll see him at Rikiville. They just grown. We have behind the bar, it's Lil Bug and Piffy. They do the alcohol and the food. We have Toya that comes in and run food whenever she wants to, or whenever I need her. Toya is my backup person. We have in the kitchen Alicia and I. In the kitchen, we always have another person that comes in. You have Monk that's at the table with your greenery. You also have Coldface, the DJ. Dirty is the host. That's the whole Rikiville team.
And
Yeah.
Rickyville been going how long now?
5 years. We're in our 5th year. Yep. We're well into our 5th year.
So, Ricky, with your start being in New Orleans bounce, how did you find the Caribbean community?
When I got shot in the club.
Now that I did not know. That shit.
Hold on, let's explore that.
You took a shot in the club?
No, a
Oh,
shot.
you were physically assaulted.
It wasn't for me.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh.
It wasn't for me. I was well known in the bounce community because of hair.
Right.
So I know everybody. I do the same thing I do in the reggae club. I go speak to everybody and then go in my corner. I went and spoke to Charlie Wap. He's dead now, I can say it. In a $1 million spot. I went and spoke to him. It was his birthday. Hugged him, and somebody was trying to kill him. If anybody know Wap's story and they from New Orleans, this dude has been shot 1,000 quadrillion times. Mm-hmm. And I wound up catching a straight bullet. And that's what happened. I said I was never going to bounce club again. I went for a little while afterwards, but I found the reggae club, Caribbean, and it wasn't where it was at now. It was on a corner. On a corner spot, if anybody know about Caribbean. It was on a corner spot back then. I was too young to be in there. I wasn't supposed to be in there yet, but I was like 17.
That's when it was Onyx.
Right before Onyx.
Mm-hmm. Oasis.
Oasis. Before Oasis.
Before Oasis.
Before Oasis.
Oh, you was outside.
Y'all old.
It was before Oasis. It was on the corner. I remember when it turned into Oasis. But somebody took me. I don't even remember who took me there, but somebody took me there and I fell in love. I already had the reggae culture in me because my family in Missouri tends to marry Jamaicans. Don't know why, but they all do. So I've always had reggae culture in me. I just never tapped into it until somebody brought me to Caribbean. And I've been hooked since, all the way through.
So did you intend to create like a reggae vibe with Rickyville?
No.
Or just, because I noticed you say it's just a vibe.
No, but we were missing Caribbean. Okay. We really were missing Caribbean. Everybody who was in the yard, it was no more than like about 10, 15 of us. We really just missed the Caribbean vibe. And they were closed because of COVID. And we didn't have nowhere to go. So it was more or less, once they closed, it was like, okay, since they're going to be closed, we can just open. Somebody made a suggestion. And as a matter of fact, Judah Clan Bug, conversation. Rickyville started off a conversation. I
want to know that conversation.
Sure. Him and I had a conversation about having a club in the yard because it just was us chilling. We had the music. We started from a radio about that small. And we built it to what it is now. And it was an idea him and I brainstormed at that time. He didn't fully know me. We were like 4 years into knowing each other. And he was like, all right, here's this idea. You're going to execute it. And that's when he realized what type of woman I was. I executed immediately. I'm a person that goes do research. I'm going to look at all the pricing, everything I need, everything this. And my cousin, she's just as bad as me, just on a financial tip because she's an accountant. So we did it. We invested our money that we had and we put it together. Within like about a month, it got busy. We was all over the place. We didn't know jack crap about a club. And we opened probably 4 days in a week. And we wound up slimming it down to Tuesday. Tuesday came about because we just didn't want to step on no one's toes.
Love that.
In the reggae community.
Love that.
When we realized we was going to pave it straight into reggae, we just was like, okay, yeah, no, we're not doing Wednesday. We're not doing Thursday. We're not doing Friday. Any night that somebody had an event on, we say we weren't going to open. And that's how we wound up on Tuesday. So we collaborate reggae music to Mexican Taco Tuesday, all wrapped in one. And that's what Rickyville Tuesdays come from. Yep.
Rickyville definitely owns Tuesdays. I definitely suggest to everybody out there, come out to Rickyville on a Tuesday. That's where I'll be.
I'll be there too.
You have a choice.
They're gonna beat me up. They're gonna beat me up if I'm not.
So you said something about the neighbor next to you and the neighbor next to that getting the yard. Like, how did you get the support of your neighbors? Because I'm like, yo, ain't no way somebody gonna have a backyard jam and the cops ain't getting caught. Like,
Nope.
because when I first heard about Rickyville, that's the first thing came to my mind. Like, yo, how was she pulling this off with at a backyard?
I learned being in the Sixth Ward, and we were doing events over there. I learned from Bug about the noise levels with his neighbors and stuff, and his neighbor, Mr. Greg, told him about the noise level of complaint, and that's when I learned about that. Because my neighbor that originally gave me the house on, if you're looking at Rikiville, on the left side, the blue house, he wound up reneging, and he saw too many black people. I could just say it. He saw way too many black people. He thought he wanted it, and he complained and complained and complained. That was the whole first year. He wound up moving, and I started feeding the cops when the cops came.
That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do.
I started giving them food for free, and they would tell me turn the music down. We all came to a common ground. Everybody else in the neighborhood knew me for a person that before Rickyville even happened. I don't take shit on my block. I don't like noise. Honestly, I don't like fighting. I don't like crackheads. I don't like shooting. So I'm a boisterous person when it comes to regulating my space. So anytime we've had some drama on our block, I've always been the one to speak first and act. And I'm not ignorant, so I know my law. I know I can call somebody and have them get you out of here. And I ain't about to fuss with you as a renter. I'm going for your landlord. I'm going straight legally. And I'm gonna report them and make them get you out the house. And then you can regulate who comes and goes in your house. You don't just rent to anybody. Somebody wind up selling their property across the street with me doing that to them continuously. They were renting to young people. And that brought a lot of drama around the neighborhood. And the majority of my block is elderly people. So it's more or less, why would y'all do that to them? They scared to come out their house and say something. They just peeking out the door and shit. And I'm like, I'm the young person on the block. I'm going to say something. So doing that over the years, I've built a rapport with them. They know if I am doing something, it's not nothing that's going to be traumaful or make them feel unsafe. So and then I cut grass. I cut everybody's grass around my property.
What?
You personally cut the grass?
Look, my daddy brought me a weed eater to do it. I hate it. I do it now because my dad brought a weed eater for me because I was spending so much. But I believe in sewing into people. My cousin has a lawn care business. I have like 2 or 3 clients that do it. So I usually rotate between them and get everybody grass cut around in my radius too. Whatever Rickyville got to touch, and I clean up around the whole block. I speak to everybody. I bring if somebody on my block want to have an event in my space, I don't charge them for that.
Really?
Hell no. Why? I get the other spaces for free. Why you can't come do your event for free? All I ask is that you don't bring no alcohol on my property and no food. And I let my people make them, I sell my food, sell my alcohol. But the event space is yours. As long as you stay in that neighborhood, nobody complains.
That's dope. So what's the future of Rickyville? What do you see it?
Okay. I never want to get a brick and mortar in New Orleans. If anything, I want to purchase as many properties on Gallia as I can in that radius. The first thing I want to do with Rickyville is take it out of state. And that'll be the first brick and mortar. I want to go up north somewhere, probably Missouri, because I have my mom's family. My mom and her family is in Missouri. So I would take it there first. Where they need New Orleans culture. New Orleans culture in Missouri is whack.
So you say you won't do a brick and mortar down here?
No.
Why is that?
I like it where it's at. The spirit loves it where it's at.
Right.
Why change it?
Let me tell you what's a big part of the Rickyville too.
What's that?
The fire pit. It might seem small, but you can't go to a club and get a fucking fire pit.
I build those things.
See?
That fire pit is
Oh
dope.
my God, man. What don't you build them do?
Look, hold up. First of all, everything at Rickyville is built.
Whoa.
My dad is a carpenter. My grandfather is a carpenter. My uncles are carpenters.
So they just taught you everything.
I love it. I love it.
That's dope.
That's you'll have to see us for the brunch and blunts. We used to be out there building crap right before the events. building the stairs, all that.
So are you gonna go back to doing that?
I am.
That's awesome.
I'm rocking because
You should. I came to the first one and it was.
I remember that's why I first met you at 11.
Yeah.
I have your grass in my yard. Rikiville has a part of you back there.
Grass in the yard.
Yes, it's back there, still back there. I held it for him. He said he didn't want him. But I said after my surgery, I was going to give myself time to let my knee heal. That's what actually made me stop Brunch and Blunch because there's so much that goes into it. It's a daytime event and it's white linen type event, tablecloths, white linen tablecloths and stuff. So it's a lot that goes into Brunch and Blunch, even with the performance aspect of it. It's a lot. So when I go back into it, I'm going to really dig into it. I just haven't got that up to do it yet. But I definitely won't get back. That's the next big project, Brunch and Blunch.
That's like a once a month thing or a once a month thing or what?
Every second Sunday.
Okay.
Every second Sunday is Brunch and Blunch. It's a themed event every month.
Are you gonna keep that going when you take Rikiville out of town?
Yes.
So you're gonna have somebody here to keep that going.
The
while
goal.
you take it out of town.
The goal right now is to build a team that can function Rikiville here like I'm here. And go my behind in Missouri and do it all over again.
That was going to be my next question because you're such an integral part. Can Rikiville operate without Riki?
You can say no, we ain't gonna tell them.
They can hear me.
They
hear me. I love them.
These cameras don't mean anything. Don't worry about them.
Don't do it to
They're not watching
yourself.
the safe spot right
Don't
here.
listen to this man.
Yeah, just ignore these cameras.
No, not yet.
So let me say this real quick. I want y'all to know I absolutely love black women.
That's good.
I love what y'all doing in the community. I love what y'all doing as entrepreneurs. But there has to be some challenges while dating, trying to be a black female entrepreneur. Have you experienced some of those challenges?
I've been lucky. I've dated the same person for 9 years, up until a couple of months ago, probably.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Okay.
No, it's just I don't care about people wondering what is. Even with or without a person in my life, I'm still operating in the same manner. I still like to go to the club and be by myself. We can be in the same club, which we do. I'm going to still be by myself. You go over there, I go over here. I came out to enjoy myself. I came out to patronize the person who's trying to even not be up under my mate. I'm not an open person when it comes to willy-nilly dating anybody. I'm stickler about that. Even before I jumped into business head first, I've always been stickler about the type of men I dated. And I know that I can't date a person that's like a strong 9-to-5er at all.
See, it's amazing to hear her say that when it comes to like dating in New Orleans. Like you could go to the club and he over there, you over here, and y'all. People in New Orleans don't do that because when I say that, they be like, "Man, you tripping."
Yes, they do.
Shit.
No, listen
Yes, they do.
to the
You'd be
fact.
surprised.
No,
There's
to the
a
fact.
lot more that do it that just don't say they do it.
No, to the fact that okay, if we go to a club, right, I could go dance on whoever, you could go dance on whoever. That's not happening in New Orleans.
No,
It
it's
does.
not.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about
Yeah,
nobody
that's
else.
not happening.
Listen to me. I don't know about nobody else. For like, we didn't have any issues probably the first 4 years. None. You know what you want. I know where we going tonight. I know you going. We going to the same spot.
So when you say do what you want,
Hold up.
All right, Jay, it's
Okay,
like this,
I
Jay.
can
Jay,
break
it's like
that down
this,
for
right?
you. Be respectable. Don't do nothing you don't want me see me doing with somebody else.
Because it's like this. When you go to a Caribbean event, not in New Orleans, but other places, right? The first instinct you have is like, we going to fete, we going to party. We ain't going to be bundled up with each other like, yeah, I'm going to dance with you, but I'm going to dance with anybody that want to wine, I'm going to wine up on them. But as long as you keep it respectful, I'm cool with that. You ain't, no, them American niggas ain't doing that.
They do.
No, I've never, man, you the first
of all,
person to say
I
that.
danced with D Brown. My whole entire younger reggae scene.
Right.
D Brown.
Yeah.
That was my dance partner. Even with a mate. That was my dance partner.
I'm gonna let Jay take this one because he look like that don't happen.
So I just want an explanation of how that looks. So you mean you go with a guy, right?
I go
Like
with
that.
myself.
Okay, but when you have gone with a guy previously, it's you and the guy, and then you like, hey, I'm gonna go do me, you go do you. And
No, we go by ourselves.
They show up differently.
We show
Oh,
up.
they-
Two
Oh,
different
this-
cars.
About to say,
Oh.
it's a reason for it. He went out early. I go out at damn near 2:00 in the morning.
Right, I understand. Listen, you explained to me, which I understand it because I was in a relationship like that, and we were in the same. I mean, we both were in the spotlight.
Yeah.
It was easy. You gonna be in the same spot, so am I. Playboy, well, I'll meet you back at the house. You'll see me there. It was easy.
Y'all do know they have other clubs, right? Like he can go to one
First of
club,
all,
you can
we
go-
both was going to the same club before
I mean,
we
they might
even
have
knew each
other
other.
clubs, but it don't matter. If we still, I want to go there. You want to go there. Why do I have to go to a different club? Why does he have to
No.
go to a different club? It don't make sense. We could be in the same club. We ain't gotta go
Nothing
to
wrong
two
with
different
that.
places. I'm not about to act a fool because somebody in your face.
Really?
You know what you're missing.
But
You know what you're losing.
This is the new New
I
Orleans. Like,
also-
this ain't New Orleans I grew up on. This
but
is
I
new New
also
Orleans.
think that's New Orleans men. Caribbean men don't act like that.
No.
It's very free. That's New Orleans men that act like that. Oh, you better not talk to this one. You better
They
not go
do.
to the bar with this.
They normally do. I've normally had issues with men being jealous like that.
Yes.
And that's why I have buku rules when it comes to who I date. One being you can't be a 9-to-5 at all.
Yo, so talk about that. Can't be a 9-to-5. So you meet a brother.
Mm-hmm.
He allows you to go to your spot of the club. He go to his.
Oh, he doesn't allow.
You
it.
gotta watch what you say.
He
Right.
doesn't allow. it.
I don't mean
Hold on
allow.
now, Jay.
He's comfortable.
We got your back, Ricky.
He's
We got your
comfortable
back.
You see me on my
with
chin.
the idea
I'm in tune.
of you whining on this guy and he whining on this girl and y'all go back to the crib. Like, great guy, makes good money, financially stable, a provider, but he got a 9-to-5. You can't do it?
Eventually he's going to get tired of my schedule.
Exactly.
I not only do Rikiville, I still have my actual career, which is hair. I have a salon, so I still have to take care of that business when I'm not doing Rikiville. I do that as well as freelance administration work. That's my side hustle. So I'm always on the go. So if you have a 9-to-5 job and you want your time when you're down after 5 o'clock in bed at a certain time, some days I don't sleep. Some days I get 1 or 2 hours of sleep.
That part.
If you're not an entrepreneur like I am or have that goal and like we will not, you're gonna get tired of me in a year or two.
You will not
And then you
understand.
cannot demand because some men tend to want to start demanding. Well, you need to be home by such and such time. Well, I'm gonna be home and I haven't seen you. And
Not
you're
doing
gonna come
that.
get in the
No,
bed
yo,
by such
we
and
not
such
doing
time.
that.
When
No,
do
we
you
not
go
going.
home, right? Because I heard you cook, you cut grass, you
see?
barbecue, you
You
build
see what I'm
fire
saying?
pits.
You see the
right?
bullshit?
You just
Like,
gave
you
the
dirty
example of
wine.
what she talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But
when
you
you
just
come
gave
home.
the example of what she talking about.
Even the entrepreneur brother come home at some point.
First of all, my salon is the bottom level of my house.
Okay.
Rikiville is the back of my house. The back,
Okay.
the outdoor space in my house. That's 2 businesses in one. My office is in my bedroom. I'm always home. I work from home.
So when do you unwind?
Never unwind.
I never,
Never unwind.
never,
Not when you have a
I
business.
can relate.
never,
You
never,
never
never.
unwind.
relate to
Sunday, let me see my schedule. I can tell you on my schedule.
Yeah,
Because
let's
it's
hear it.
strict. Sunday, I don't go to sleep. I will stay up overnight. I do homework. I shut down on Sunday. I do my homework on Sunday for school.
You say you don't go to sleep at all.
No,
Okay.
I go to sleep Monday morning at like about 9. My schoolwork is due by 8 o'clock Monday morning. I crash all my work in Sunday. However long it takes me to do my work for school, that's how long I stay up. I wake up Monday at like about 10:30, 11 o'clock, 12 at latest. Today I woke up at 12. I start doing Rikiville store runs, prepping, whatever I can do. I decide whether I'm going to do the yard or inside because I can't do both in one day. Monday get one, Tuesday get one. Tuesday I roll straight through. I usually go to bed Monday night going into Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning sometime. Wake back up. I have to be up and out my door by 9 o'clock on Tuesday. Tuesday I do Rikiville. Wednesday is my crash day. I don't do absolutely nothing on Wednesday. You can't even get me to answer my phone. I'm sleep. Sleep all day Wednesday. Thursday, I start hair at 10 o'clock a.m. until I finish. I usually stop doing hair about 12, 1 sometimes, and that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I still manage to go out those days too and patronize other people things. So I sleep in between.
Bless your heart.
I'm young.
Hallelujah. Yes, you're doing an excellent job, Ricky. Like, your story is very motivational.
Thank you. Thank you. I try.
And I don't think people understand how hard it is when the business is actually at your home.
It's worse.
Because the minute you sit down, you automatically thinking, I got to do this. I have to do that. You don't rest.
No, it's
At
worse.
all. Yes.
It's worse. I don't see my personal space
At all.
at all. My personal space is upstairs.
Your office is in your bed.
Mm-hmm.
I understand my sister.
I look at my desk from my bed.
Yes.
I do not sleep. Sleep is for the weak.
Damn, you ain't had to say it like that. Like, some of us enjoy sleeping. Right? Like, I don't get a whole lot of sleep, but when I get in 5 hours, I'm like, now you're going to have me going on like, God damn, I can't even go to sleep.
But I play though. I like to travel.
Nice.
I like to get up and go. I don't have kids, so I still have that luxury to get the hell up and leave when I want to.
I used to love that luxury before I had my little one.
I'm going to think about it, girl. 45. I got 1 more year to think about kids. Not yet.
All mine is grown.
I ain't even started yet.
I started late, and mine is only 3, so I got a long way to go if I
You got
can
a long way to go.
move again like I want to.
I said 45. 45 was my age for
So,
kids.
Ricky, do you want to have a family,
Yes.
kids, with your entrepreneurial life? Do you think you're ready for that?
45.
Okay.
It used to be 40 in high school. High school it used to be 40. I inched it up to 45 the closer I got to 40. I want my businesses to be rolling, and I want to homeschool. That's when I slow down when I have kids. I want to stop, be in the middle of nowhere homeschooling my children with my family, yeah.
That's definitely what's up.
Before 50.
So something I like to ask business owners, right? Because I'm part of that establishment too. Like, what was one of the major obstacles in all your businesses? The hair salon, Riki Ville. Like, what was one of the major obstacles you had to face?
Loyalty.
Yeah.
The only one.
Which one?
Loyalty. It's the only one.
Speak
Wow.
on that.
Having the people closest to you say they for your dream, and once they see your dream start moving on go mode, that's when the loyalty shows. That's when it shows who have loyalty. And being in business this long, I can honestly say I probably got like about less than three people around me, and I've helped thousands. And no one has that same loyalty that I have for anybody. If you want to do a business and you're serious about it, because I ain't stopping unless you're serious. You serious, you got my attention. I'm gonna come help you full-fledged. Take my time out of my busy schedule, help you do your business and keep it moving. So many people has burnt bridges with me like that over the years. I think it's been at its max with Riki Ville. I've capped. I've capped with them. It's like to get me to stop and help you with your business. You gotta be my mama, daddy, or my business partner. Other than that, it's a no now because I've been burnt so hard and so many times with Riki Ville. Just helping people. Loyalty is the worst.
That's the first time I've got that response. Some people always say, money, finances.
Fuck, money come and go.
That's the first time.
That's a woman's favorite line.
What, money come
Money
and go?
come and go. Money come and go.
Because it does.
Because it does. If I stood in business solely off of finances, I would have been quit. Nobody really understands. Well, my black people in my community don't understand that you don't revenue money off a business till after year 5, 6. Especially if you solely investing in it on your own. You're not about to see no money from that. Your employees gonna see money before you see it.
Facts.
So with that being said, right now there's a little girl somewhere watching this podcast, right? And they listen to your story. What's the best advice you would give a young you planning to be an entrepreneur one day that wants to get in business for themselves?
Find something that you like and turn it into a business. Don't do business. Don't let your first business be a business because of it makes money. It's easily flippable. Find something you like to do and make that make money. And stick with it, because if you like doing it, you're going to stick with it regardless. And keep going. You're going to struggle. Just keep going.
Biggest mistakes.
Relying on people.
But I had to learn the hard way. It's impossible to do it by yourself because they call me Mr. Do it by
all.
yourself.
It's impossible. It's impossible to do it alone, but you have to know that I can stand 10 toes down saying I can do every position at Rikiville by myself. I came from it. I started like that. I don't want to. I need a team. Need a team of 7 people for me not to break my back. But I'm not going to hold anybody at Rikiville at this point that is not about bettering the brand as a whole. I'll fire your ass that same day. Also, I love my family, so I'm going to send you home. And then we're going to talk about it later. But right now, you got to leave. Because I am the worst person in my kitchen on my property on a Tuesday. If you hear yelling and screaming at Rikiville, I guarantee you it's me. I like everything perfect. I like my food to come out perfect. I like it to look the same. I cook everything, so the taste is always going to be good. But I like it to look the same. I like you to give good customer service. I don't like you just standing there, because I can't just stand there. And as of right now, at year 5 going into 6, you make more than me. So therefore, if you make more than me, I need you to be working just as hard as me.
Facts.
Harder than me.
Facts. Yep.
It's just reality. So,
So Rick, I got a question for you.
go ahead.
That void that you was looking to fill, that Club Caribbean void, do you feel as though that void has been filled? As far as,
In ways,
tell me about it.
the energy. The energy when people come back there, the feedback I get off of, it's always the vibe. That's why I told you I sell a vibe. It's always good energy. I know it is because, 1, we don't have drama. 2, kids are able to be back there. It's just be running around. It's always good energy. Always, always good energy. I don't like to have bad energy coming back there. And that's something that Caribbean had, good energy. I remember when they first started calling it church. These newcomers say they started that, but they really didn't. That's some throwback crap. And it wasn't because, this church, we come every Saturday. No, that's not what that originated from. It was because of the energy flow that was in Caribbean at that time when we started calling it church. That's what we were going for. It wasn't even the people no more. It was the energy, the beating on the wall, the chanting. It had the couple that used to dance on the stage. It was a heavyset dude with short locks, and him and his wife, they were girlfriend and boyfriend at the time. I think they met in Caribbean. Them chanting, and it's the old guy who used to walk across the stage chanting.
Chief on the mic.
Before Chief, girl. Before there was an old guy. I think he was like in his 70s, 80s. Old guy with gray locks used to walk across the front of Caribbean stage and chant. And you can feel his energy while he was chanting and doing his dancing, minding his business. But it was that was replaced, that we would feel at Rikiville. Because before it got where it's at now, because I feel like it's switching on me. It's very much so switching on me at this point.
What you mean?
It's more less Caribbean, and it's switching over to like all walks of people at this point. Look at it. You still have your Caribbean people back, your reggae community back there, but it's a lot of people that don't even don't even know what Caribbean is that be back there as well. Don't even like reggae music, but they just like the energy. They like the space. So that's what it's turning into now. And Coface tend to switch it up with the music which is good because he curate the music. The playlist is exclusive for the people who be back there. But it's switching from where it used to be, definitely. And I'm letting it do what it want, long as it don't do bounce. Not like that.
Yeah, I was just about to. I was just about to ask you
If it's the bounce, it's the 1-2 step bounce.
So you
None of that
divorce
new
bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Or is it just that we come up on a different era of bounce music?
Different era. I can't do the new bounce.
Right, I got you. You yeah, I got you.
I'm not even bouncing no more.
I got you.
Too many bad memories.
Okay.
I can do the 2-step bounce.
That DJ Jubilee bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
The Tamir bounce.
Yeah.
The one with the music to it.
So you don't want to incorporate any of that?
Yeah, Kofi's been doing it.
Okay.
He'll catch a little 1 or 2 songs that's bounce music toward the end of the night. He can do it. I give everybody their space to be creative as long as they're communicative about it. Everybody on the team. I don't knock nobody. Riki sauce definitely don't come from me. That come from my cousin Desmond, who usually be on the grill. The tacos, how they package, that's not me. That's Leisha. Leisha saw it and she brought it. And I'm like, okay, where you got that from? Let's continue it. I like how it looked. So everybody have their creativity to do what they want. Lil Bug, you get behind the bar and make whatever drink you want, long as they like it and they pay for it. Don't care. So everybody has a chance to be creative back there. I'm not tripping on that at all. Long as you don't hurt my customers, long as you give good customer service, and long as we talk about it. Talk about it. Let's push it. You want to sell some stuff? That's cool. Sell some stuff. I'm not going to stop you. Everybody got to make money. Not just what I pay. My mantra.
Oh, that's cool.
That's amazing. That is amazing.
Thank you.
So listen, right? I want to put up the flyer for Rickyville on Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell everybody about Rickyville, and let me see what the flyer at right here. So it's all you can eat buffet. Now you can't tell a fat man like me all you can eat buffet because I'm coming in there, Ricky. I'm telling you now, like
it's all you can eat.
Wait. I want to know what's on the buffet that's all you can eat.
It never will be the same.
Hey, yo, man.
Wait, for how much?
We curvy.
35.
Wait. Hold on.
Curvy, not
35.
fat, brother. We curvy.
You got oysters on the all you can eat buffet?
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. You gotta let me know. Like
How many times can you visit the oyster bar?
You can pay. The oysters are
the
separate.
oysters not on buffet
Wait, they
style.
not in the buffet?
No, that's what she just said.
Y'all not about to kill me.
Okay.
Y'all not about to kill my grill man. Y'all know my grill man is gonna beat me up.
All right.
Listen to me. No, I am gonna cook a lot of things. I like to cook. So what happened, like for my birthday, is what sparked it this year. I did a party. I did a buffet for my birthday, half infused, half regular, and we just kept it rolling all night. I had Riki burger sliders, seafood potato sliders. What else I had on that buffet?
Do you have vegan options?
Yes, I have to. Biffy.
My man.
Because
So
you know the roster's coming through.
Yes.
And
And we got
gotta
other vegans
Vegan
also.
chili,
All right.
vegan pasta. It's numerous of things. I'm gonna always change it up. It's always about what my spirit has going on at that moment. It's every second Tuesday of the month, and it starts in May. $35, all you can eat. If you do infused item, it's $10 more. You won't know what's on the buffet until a week before. I'll put the menu out online every month, but it will change every month.
So I want to know what that dollar's like. What's for the dollar? Because there's a dollar. There's a $2 up there, and it's $1 up there. Huh?
She said one oyster.
A dollar for a dollar oyster?
Oyster one.
Yo, I know New Orleans. How many brothers come up there and order one oyster?
Nobody. I stopped them. I stopped
I
them.
know they tried.
They did. It was the 1 and the 2 and the 3 oysters. Yeah, we can't do that. So it's definitely half dozen or whole dozen. That's how we sell them. Dollar oysters, 8 to 10 p.m. every Tuesday. $2 tacos. That's selected tacos, not all. We have taco specials. Like this week's special is 2 for $7 steak tacos along with the $2 tacos. And seafood potatoes is the special. They like about, if y'all can see, about that big. Plates about that.
That's how big the potato is? You gonna have that tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. They sell out every week. They haven't let me take it off the menu.
What vegan options you gonna have tomorrow?
Let's see.
She gonna lie to
Vegan
y'all because she got
tacos.
shit.
I know.
Fuck y'all
I
vegan
know.
people, man.
Vegan options is on my menu all the time. I do
Ricky,
vegan tacos.
you lying.
Oh, word?
Yes. Vegan tacos.
Why you sound like a
veggie
hater
pasta.
over there
You
in the
are
corner?
hating level. Veggie pasta and vegan tacos are on the menu every week.
Nice.
Hands down. That stays on the menu. They're not gonna let me take it off.
Let them vegan people have their food too.
You heard me?
God
Man,
damn.
because it ain't vegan. Like,
How is it not
not
vegan?
vegan.
First of all, everything on that taco is vegan. It's no cheese, no Riki sauce, no nothing. Just cauliflower
something
fried.
on that menu gotta make from something that's not vegan, bro.
What you mean?
No, I don't.
No, I'm talking about vegan. Period. Like, if you're not eating just salad, then you
That's
vegan.
untrue.
Oh, come on.
It
That's
is
not
true.
true.
So you want me to break this vegan taco down for you?
Break it down for me.
Bust it.
Okay, the tortilla, the street taco.
Right.
That's flour and water, and you have the yeast, flour, water, and yeast. That's all vegan. The cauliflower, it is fried in flour, and let's see, fresh red cabbage, lettuce. Pico is made from scratch. Nothing in pico but tomatoes, red onion, jalapeno peppers, lime. That's a vegan taco. No Riki sauce because Riki sauce got mayo in it. And definitely no cheese.
You can add
Salsa.
salsa.
No.
Yeah, salsa comes on the side, and I don't give sour cream to vegans. All vegan.
I'm pulling up.
That sounds vegan
The
to me.
vegan pasta is also vegan, all the way around the board,
Sounds vegan to me.
I'm pulling up.
as you should.
Sounds like
You're
you
gonna
was
get
hating.
It is. You're hating.
He's still trying to figure it out over there.
He over there looking confused. Looking real confused to the
Yeah,
world.
like-
I need him to just stop.
He should. Everything made from scratch level.
All right, Kofi, let me ask you a question, right? So, vegan and Rastafarian,
Well, vegan is not ITIL food.
so that's what I want to
Yeah,
know.
vegan is not ITIL food. There's a big difference.
What's the difference?
Well, so vegan is American vegetarian food, I would say, you know. ITIL food is food one with least processed food and the least amount of cooking. So the first ITIL food is fruits,
Okay.
you know, and everything else raw from that, you know.
Okay.
So, for all you vegan people out there, I wish you guys the best. I'm not hating on you guys.
Yeah, like so like Rastaman, like if you're a true italist, you're not gonna eat like these processed like the vegan patties, like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they got a bunch of things in them.
A bunch.
If I'm making a vegan patty for myself,
I'ma
it's
make it
gonna
from
have about
scratch.
5 ingredients.
Okay. What's the
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
Whatever pea I'm using, chickpea, maybe chickpea flour, onions, bell peppers, garlic, whatever season I'm using. The
I'm
season
gonna
of
make
patty.
one.
Read the ingredients on the back of them vegan patty things. If you use those,
I'm not
or
buying
you-
those, no.
Yeah, please don't. Thank you.
I would want to make it from scratch.
There you
That's
go.
why my
so y'all more like
Or mushrooms. You can cut mushrooms.
y'all
up
more
into
like
mushroom
whole
burger.
food plant based. That's what
Plant-based.
I am. Whole
Yeah.
food plant based. That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Uh-huh.
Right?
So,
I
Jay,
try to avoid
so you plant based too?
whole food plant based. Yes, sir. 7 months.
Avoid the processed
how
stuff.
you like it?
I do. How do I like it? It's tough, but it's rewarding. I lost 100 pounds in about 9 months.
Not bad.
And it could have been better if I would have worked a little harder, but
Give me my
cool.
chicken.
Ricky, can I give you a suggestion?
Go.
Give me my chicken.
For the tacos,
Go ahead.
make raw walnut tacos.
I made them already.
There we go.
I made them myself.
Yo, you make
I
that
can
shit
make it.
sound so good.
They look.
Raw
I was
walnut
shocked.
tacos. That shit ain't
not-
good.
shocked.
That shit ain't
That
good,
shit-
man.
I was shocked.
It's
Amazing.
much better than you think it is.
Man, watch
They
out.
look like
I'm
ground
telling
beef.
you.
Not good.
I'm telling you.
They walked me through it verbally,
we
and I
were.
went in there and experimented. The first week they were okay. Because by that second week I had them mastered, and I'm like, yeah, it's not hard.
You gonna have them Tuesday?
I might can. It's not hard to make. It was a special.
Listen,
I can bring them in.
When we get off air, I'm gonna send you some recipes, okay?
You
Because
should.
you can make the cashew cheese, the cashew
I've been wanting
cheese
somebody
on
to
the-
show me how to make
I've been
that.
telling
got
AG.
you.
I've been telling them.
I want to learn how to do
I'm
it.
still
See,
learning.
I
I'm
keep
only
trying.
7 days in.
Fuck it.
I keep buying
I
cashews.
wanted crawfish so
I
bad
keep
today.
buying cashews to make the cheese, but I keep eating the cashews, so I never get to make the cheese.
yeah.
But I got
Somebody
a
have
recipe
to
on my phone.
Somebody gonna have to walk me through it because I
It's
want to
simple.
learn.
I'm gonna give you the recipe. Well, he got some stuff. I got something on my phone.
I'm gonna try it. Y'all gonna have to experiment with it. Try it, eat it.
We pulling up tomorrow.
I'm gonna try some for tomorrow. Y'all tell me how bad it is, so I can make it better.
So Ricky, I didn't even ask you this, right? What kind of music resonate to you? Like what? Like if you had to pick one song to be like, yo, that's my jam, what would it be?
Jakir. Let me think of the name. Call on me.
All right. So with you saying that, we got a segment where we have on the show that's called
I'm not an artist.
your top 5, right?
Uh-huh.
I want you to name your top 5 artists from number 5 to number 1.
Okay. Let's go. I would say Damian Marley, number 5. Number 4 would be Jhené Aiko. Number 3 would be Shakir. Number 2 would be, let's see, who I listen to the most. I'm all over the place. Buju. Number 1 all-time favorite, Capleton. I listen to all his music.
And that's what surprised me about you. Most 4 out of the 5 was
Reggae
Caribbean.
influence, yeah, man.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
come from
yeah.
a Caribbean influence background. I told you that. My family likes Jamaican men. I don't understand why.
Do you like
All of
Jamaican
them.
men?
No. No.
Wait, why? Explain.
First of all, I'm a unique type of woman, and I need a New Orleans
Jamaican
man.
men are unique.
Oh
type of
man,
men.
here we go.
I've dated Jamaican, African. I don't like none of them.
I'ma just stay out this.
No, you can't stay out of this. You got
I
it.
want Rastaman. You like Rastaman?
He can be a Rasta from New Orleans, born and raised.
Nah,
Y'all missed,
Well, you like
y'all missed the
Rastaman,
key
right?
when she said Ninth Ward. That let you know.
That's so horrible.
I didn't.
I'm a 6 ward by heart though.
That's what's up.
That's where my residence was at.
So Ari, why you gonna stay quiet? No, you can't. You gotta talk. You got something to say. It's a tip of your tongue. I can
I
see
know
it.
nobody asked me the question, so I'm out of it.
We're asking you now.
So
I love a Jamaican man.
You serious?
Love him.
Oh my God, they rules and they just,
Love him.
why is that?
God bless your soul.
Casper don't like him. You see her face,
Agreed.
she don't like him at all.
I was engaged to one.
they just a lot.
I was engaged to one. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
I was engaged to. I gave him back.
They can have them. They cheat a lot.
It wasn't even that much.
Ricky, that's just a stereotype.
I've dated
It's not
Jamaican
even
men.
that.
Caribbean men don't cheat.
Bullshit.
Yes, they do.
Caribbean men
Listen to me.
don't cheat.
I'm saying this
men
about my
you'll meet.
family. I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all watching. Every one of them lost their husband to cheating. They all cheated.
Coincidence.
My niece just married a Jamaican man for 2 months because he had a whole separate life going on.
But it's not even the cheating that was.
No, my
I don't
take
know
on it-
about the cheating,
My take on
but
it
I gave
is
him back.
it's not Jamaican men, Trini men, American men. It's just men in general.
Men
No,
is
no,
just
no,
And,
men.
and
do that.
hold on.
Just men.
And
A lot
women
of
in general. I'm not gonna single out the
I
women.
like that. I
I'm not
like
gonna
that.
single out the women.
I like.
So-
So do we all in
It's
agreement
humans.
that women cheat as much as men?
Yes, we just do it better.
Right. We know how to
I
be
heard
more
that,
quiet
right?
about it.
This is being recorded, right?
Yo, they-
Okay, okay.
Regardless.
I don't cheat.
So women. So y'all do agree women cheat and they just cheat on a different level.
We cheat with purpose. Huh?
Explain.
What you mean you cheat with purpose?
I'm out of that one. I didn't say that.
Yeah, explain the one. What do you mean cheat on purpose?
Look, that got
Because if
everybody
I-
attention. Like,
It's because if I dip off and cheat on my mate, which I normally would not do, it's because I'm trying to prove a point or I'm already gone. And I mean, that person that I'm going to cheat with, 9 times out of 10 about to replace you. I'm just respecting the timing with you.
Damn. I gotta do.
I'm trying to give you a chance to work it out, but you ain't working it out fast enough.
So
I
just
kinda
leave.
see that.
It's respecting the time.
No, ain't no more time after that. Like if you to the point where I gotta step out, just bounce. How about that?
Sometimes you're trying to figure out how to bounce.
Yeah, how?
Especially
It
when
takes
you've been
time
with
to bounce.
somebody for a long time.
That takes
Trying to
time.
Figure
No,
out
no, no,
how
no,
to
no, no,
bounce
no,
out.
no, 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 no. I ain't going for that.
Why?
You cutting grass,
So
you cooking,
I don't want to
you
do all these
building,
things.
you building log campfires, you making vegan tacos, and now you got to figure out how to leave.
That's my worst suit
Okay,
in
but
life.
she
Get him,
might
Jay.
be. Hold on, Jay.
Get him,
That's
Jay.
the worst
Get him,
thing.
Jay. Get
She
him,
might
Jay.
be perfect at building stuff.
But
It
in a
might be perfect
relationship?
at cooking. But she didn't say she was perfect at
She
everything.
can't build an escape route.
No, man. I'm the worst when it comes to
things. Hold
leaving.
on.
You the worst when it comes to leaving.
Yeah, man. I am the worst.
It's not an underground railroad system. Hold on.
It could be though. Like
No.
she got the skills.
It's not an underground railroad
I'm not-
system today.
But I have that same issue too.
That's
It's hard
why-
for me to leave, but that speaks to your dedication
I am
Right.
and how
dedicated.
you run your business.
Oh, that's what y'all gonna say?
Yes.
It's true.
That's dedication.
Most
You gonna
women have a
attribute-
hard time leaving.
Yo, you gonna attribute dedication to
Dedicated.
leave? That's nasty work.
Jay, that's not nasty
Nasty
work.
work.
That's not
Yo.
nasty work. That's just
Only a
honest.
black woman can get away with saying some shit like that. Like, oh, that needs to be your dedication. Yo,
Men is
dedication.
another job.
Y'all are another job.
You
It's
really
another
are.
job.
Y'all
You
are
really
job.
are.
It is.
And when I
Really?
take the time to break down all those barriers that's up to let a man in, I tend to want to stay.
Dog,
I
do you
want,
hear them?
yeah, y'all are job.
Y'all are beyond the job. Y'all a job and more.
But we were put here first.
Okay, that still doesn't make y'all a lot of work.
Yeah.
What difference does that make?
I don't know. It just sounded good.
We
Okay,
require
I'm
more.
gonna let you have that.
I was gonna come up with some, some philosophy, but I couldn't think of nothing. So I was like, okay.
You
It
can't.
just sounded good to say we were here first.
And it's not a bad thing. I'm not against the work that it takes to put into a good man, but at the same time, it still
It should be
doesn't say it's my
reciprocated.
man.
It should be reciprocated. Though.
And that's the worst.
it should be reciprocated though. The
They don't
work
know
we
that.
put in
It's not.
sometimes does not come back.
You know,
That's not. It's supposed to be a two-way street at one point.
You know, they've never
on.
been taught reciprocation
Some haven't.
or given an
Who-
actual physical example of
Who
reciprocation.
is they?
Some haven't.
Or most New Orleans black men, because that's who I date.
It's not even just New Orleans. Black
from
men,
Aurora.
because
I'm just stuck on
I've-
New Orleans men, girl.
I've dated.
I'm just stuck on New Orleans men.
Listen, I've dated other cultures.
Good man, bro.
You know what I'm saying? All black, but other cultures. Again, I've dated Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Africans. Yeah, you can throw some of them. You damn sure could throw that Jamaican right back where he came
The
from.
Africans is probably my worst.
You know,
Ain't no Africans
we-
talking to y'all after this episode.
No,
We're
I
here.
hope they don't.
they gonna talk to me. No,
We're
No,
still
ain't
here.
no
Like,
Africans talking to y'all after this episode.
they talking like we not here.
wait. Let me say this. They should, because what I had with that person doesn't mean I'm gonna have it with every last person. Let's just put it that way. What I had with that one man doesn't mean every man is the same. And I don't treat every man that come in my life the same way because y'all are not the same. So the next person that come in my life, just because you're African, I'm not going to treat you like the last African that walked out my life. There's a reason that African is gone. Doesn't mean you're the same person. I know the difference. I know how to,
We got to talk about
Differentiate.
this African lady. We got to talk about this African lady. You got a lot of...
I don't have a lot nothing about it. Honestly, the African was not. You know, the biggest thing that I had with the African was control,
Yeah.
and that was his.
I hear that a lot, though.
Yes.
That was his biggest thing. He wanted control, and the only reason we broke up is I'll never forget. We had a situation one day where we both toured. We were on tour together, and we were all. The whole entire tour was sitting at this place, and we all were talking. And, it was everybody that was on tour was sitting there. And we all talking, we're having a good time. Later that night, he literally had the audacity to be mad. And I'm like, what the hell are you mad about? And he was like, I don't even know why you was sitting down there talking. I said, everybody was talking. Did you not see everybody? Everybody was talking. And he was like, yeah, but whoever with me is supposed to be seen and not heard. Well, that was our last conversation together.
But listen, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here, right? It's a cultural thing.
I don't care.
I believe you.
I know that, but it's
I
a
believe
cultural
you.
thing. Like that's
Because
just
it's every last African.
That
I
man
met.
just got tired of going to the club by himself. And you being over here and him being over there.
That wasn't
all the way back
African.
then.
Oh, that wasn't African.
No, that was an American.
Oh,
Yeah.
an African American?
Yes.
Same thing.
So let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all really think it's control, or you think that we are such strong women that we see it as control?
I'm gonna go a level. He said it's the cultural thing. They are controlling.
I always have issues with that.
I mean, what man wouldn't want to have control of his?
As he should. But
know.
but you have
To an
to.
extent.
Thank you. It's a
To an
balance.
extent.
It's a
the
balance.
That's correct. It's a balance. It's to an extent.
Let me
I don't
want you to
mind
control me.
certain things you wanting to control. And there's certain things I don't mind letting go of.
Grass
I don't
cutting.
have a problem with letting go of certain things. But there's an extent to where
I need my own individuality at the end of the day. And if you can allow me to stay with that, everything else you can have. You can control every other aspect in life. But that one, I need my individuality. I need to be able to get up and walk out the door when I want to, with respect of telling you, hey, I'm about to, give me the opportunity to want to tell you where I'm going. Not you demanding me to tell you where I'm going.
So I got a question.
Go.
So can a man, I just got a text to ask this question. Can a man create a safe space for you without having control?
of course.
Explain
Yes.
why. Explain how you could do that.
Provide and protect.
Exactly.
What does that look like, though?
You need to control.
Emotional stability.
Why does he need to control though? What does he need to control to provide and protect?
You might need to control the environment.
I'm about to
Be
say
able do that.
controlling the space. It does go hand in hand. A man is supposed to be in a leadership position with respect to your individuality.
It sounds good when you say that.
But I believe
But-
I live it.
But right, but
believe
this
it.
day and age,
You don't have
these
it,
females don't believe
and
in,
that's
in
why
that.
I'm single.
Well, these men these days and age,
And that's why I'm
And
single.
I think the other thing that men don't understand is that we have been pushed in these roles.
Right.
Correct.
I don't want to cut grass.
I don't, but
I
I
don't
will.
want to do a lot of stuff. But we don't have men standing up and saying, "Oh, baby, I got that."
You know how many times I've been called manly by a man when they got in their feelings?
I already know.
But my thing is, I don't want to build shit. I don't want to cut no goddamn grass.
Do you think there's truth to that? Like when a man say you're manly because
Yeah, I'm pushed
Like-
into that because you know how much money I push out a month on bills. You know how much my back hurt, my legs hurt, my brain hurt because I'm cutting grass. I'm building this, painting that, doing this, doing that. Plus, have to be a woman at the end of the day.
So does that
Plus,
make
have
it,
to be nurturing.
be honest, does that make it hard for you to respect a man?
No, it makes it hard for me to respect a man that doesn't respect my space, who don't respect my journey. Now you want to alleviate this pressure? You got all the control you want, but you're not alleviating the pressure. Most men these days want to say, but not do. You want to say you want this role. You want to say, I want control. I'm a leader. I'm a man. But my pressure not alleviated because I know when you come home, I'm going to go out my way, even though I'm tired, even though I'm busy. I'm still going to make time to nurture you because I'm a woman at the end of the day. I'm going to still make time to cater to you. I don't want to cook past the days I have to sell food. But what you know what I enjoy doing? Cooking for my mate. I don't mind. I don't mind doing my mate hair. You know, I don't want to do hair off the clock. I don't do hair for free. Everybody pays. But my mate, you know, I enjoy doing your hair. I enjoy sewing into my mate. I enjoy pushing him to do what he needs to do to be a better man so he can be comfortable to lead. Now, show me one of them that can accept that because I haven't met one yet.
Ooh.
You met him, he got a 9 to 5.
Not I mean he complains.
He probably got a 9 to
But
5.
the thing about it is, if he have a 9 to 5, that means that he's not going to be happy with me in 5 years from now when I'm still
Did you give him
hustling.
5 years?
I've
you know
dated
what?
him.
I understand where you're coming from. I actually had a guy come at me like that. Him and I were dating when I was on the radio, on the actual radio. Him and I started dating, right? And I'll never forget, he was cool with it at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things were great. We were flowing. After a while, it came up. It was like, well, you got to give up this radio crap and you have to sit down, you know, and be barefooted, pregnant type time or situation. I'm like, excuse me? Where did you meet me? What did you meet me doing? Like, you
Yo,
didn't
so
meet
that's-
me
I-
sit
that's
down
like the-
barefoot and pregnant.
That's like the stripper conversation, right? Like you meet the stripper in the club, and then after a couple months, you can't strip no more.
Let me tell you something. Men have a hard time dating women who have already have they self-established. They do not want to walk into that. For some reason, they don't want to walk into that.
This is very true.
It's true, but it's
This
crazy.
is
But
very
it's true.
true.
Where are y'all meeting these men at?
Wait,
All over the
they
world.
don't want to walk into what? A woman that's established?
Yep.
Bullshit.
It's like they want to build.
already have going on.
Yo,
They don't.
Already have going
If
on.
they
You know
walk
what
into
men
that
don't want?
situation,
Men-
they
Huh?
Men don't want to walk into a woman that got issues that need help. So we want a woman that's established.
okay, but when they get a woman
just
that's
went there.
established, then they find issues
Those
with that
men.
woman that are established.
That's when a manly
Nowadays,
statement come along.
yeah, man,
Right.
That you
nowadays.
masculine. You're overly masculine. I'm the alpha come into play.
And then it's
And it's
always
like-
something about something you're not doing for them because you're too busy at work or you're too busy being out here doing something that
Yeah.
they met you doing. You met me out here.
And that's why you don't get a 9 to 5er.
Exactly.
Because
What
if
it's
my
like
dude is
9 to
the
7?
no, if my dude's an entrepreneur, that means he's shaking and moving too.
What if he's building towards that? What if he's not
I
there
can take
now?
that. No.
He's 9 to 5,
And
and he
that's-
got a 5-year plan.
When I meet men, I have palm sweaty questions. That's what I've been calling them for years. I ask the questions that make your palms sweat. I don't give a hoot nanny about what kind of car you drive. I don't care what kind of job you got. What the hell is your goal for 5 years?
Amen.
You trying to get a business? You know? Do you have kids? If you do you have baby mama drama? Matter of fact, do you have any woman that would be upset if she walked past and seen us sitting right here? Fuck a old lady, fuck a wife, fuck all that. If she get mad watching us sit here and talk when she walk past, I don't want you. You're unavailable.
You
to
can't
me.
you can't hold a man accountable for that.
No. What I say, I asked that question in reference to men have an issue. My past experiences to where men have issues with saying that they're involved because they're not in a committed relationship. They don't think that they're in a situationship with somebody. So it creates chaos, and I don't want that chaos because at the end of the day, if I know this lady is dealing with this man on any type of level, he's unavailable to me. Period. I don't have to know her from a can of paint. He's unavailable because they're occupied doing whatever.
Let me ask you a question.
Go.
Devil advocate. What if that's your soulmate?
Holla
Then-
at me when you finish.
Then what?
Holla at me when you
He'll
finish.
be available when
I'm working over
when
here.
they're done. Right.
Wait. So you don't think you could miss out on your soulmate?
If it's mine, I'll have it. It'll
That-
come
nah,
back around.
that-
Come back to
Oh,
you.
well, okay, so you see that statement? If it is meant to be, is meant to be. No, you
Excuse
gotta go
me?
get that shit.
Time is
First of all,
everything.
Who's gonna
I
get
am
it? Who's gonna
I'm
get
on
it?
your team, sweetheart. I am a woman. I am
gonna
not
get
going
it?
to chase no man.
Nothing.
there
I
we
am
go
to
with the
be
bullshit.
chased
There we go with
is
the
nothing
I agree.
but my dreams.
I agree.
Yes, ma'am.
I
I ain't
ain't
chasing a
chasing
goddamn thing.
So it's equal across the board, but y'all can't chase
It's
a
not
nigga.
equal.
That's-
The man
So y'all
is
can't
the
chase a nigga.
head of the household. The man is the head. He's the leader.
Right?
I am not to be going chase him.
Last time
So
I heard y'all was
when he
supposed to
chased you
oppose
down,
me.
right? And he set some parameters, you don't want to follow them.
What you mean?
When
Explain.
When he chased you down and say, well, now you got to slow down because I done chased you now and I'm here. I got
What's the
you.
game plan?
What is the game plan?
What's the game plan for me to? What's the game plan
Are
to
you
take
changing my life?
Yeah, I slow down happily.
So Ricky, let me and Ari, let me ask y'all both a question. Y'all won't go book a nigga. Y'all won't ask a nigga for his number.
Oh,
No, I'm
I'm
out that
very
phase.
bold. I don't have no problem.
I'm
with
just
that.
out that phase. I'm too busy.
Y'all
I'm
jump
out that
in-
phase.
Y'all jump in DMs?
No,
No.
I'm not even a
I ain't
social media
jumping in
person.
no DMs.
Oh, I damn sure.
Wait. So you wouldn't ask? So you know
I'm out that phase.
a form of chasing is asking a man for his number.
Yeah, I'm out that phase in life.
Man, nigga.
I haven't asked for a number in over 10 years.
So if you're interested, you just sit back and wait.
No, if I'm interested, say I'm interested in your level, on that level, I'm still not going to ask for your number, but I know how to insert myself with a conversation.
Exactly.
I can have a
Okay.
conversation with you
Exactly.
and let you know that I'm interested through through conversation.
Feel you.
But
Okay.
it's up to you to make the move.
If it is, and if you're interested,
You gonna
then
make the
it'll be
move.
reciprocated, and you're gonna make a move.
You make a move, baby.
I'm,
If not, watch
I'm
me walk
shy.
away.
I don't make moves. I'm shy.
Watch me walk away.
Bullshit.
Enjoy me walking away.
Because I'm not waiting around too long.
I'm
Once
waiting
I
at
put
the-
it out there,
If you don't be, if
Back
you
on the
don't,
other side of the
Hey,
corner.
wait, we gotta go.
That's fine. Just as long as when he walk away, just say bye, Soli.
Bye.
Well, bye. Then that wasn't
You got
the
some
wrong
healing to
thing.
do. You have some healing to do.
Right.
Why do we have the healing?
Because you're supposed to be the leader. I'm not the leader. I'm not supposed to be masculine, but because of how society has played on our life, we are made to be masculine. I cannot wait to put all this masculinity in a box, tie chains around it, put some boulders to it, and throw it in a river and let it fall all the way to the bottom.
I have this conversation with
But
my
until
male
then, I
friends
stay.
But
all the
I
time.
think
This is not
I
what
know
I
y'all
want.
want to be in soft girl era. I get it, but I think
you get it?
sometimes I do. But I think sometimes y'all try to control the narrative of what that looks like. Right?
It's not controlling the narrative of what it looks like. But if you can't bring into our lives, replace what we're already doing for our lives, and especially like me and Ari, we have kids, and you can't bring the same element that we're bringing to our doorstep to make sure that our families continue rolling the way they need to roll, and our businesses and everything we've got going on continues moving, then what are we talking about? What are we doing?
But what if he can? It just doesn't look the way you envisioned it.
It's not about what I envision.
It is.
It's about what
because
it
you gotta
is.
have a 9 to 5.
No, you're missing.
All right.
it.
No,
You're
no.
gonna-
So
It's
check it
not
out.
so much about the 9 to 5.
No.
I understood what she meant though,
I get it.
because
I get it.
I can't listen. Me being what I had to understand when I was in entertainment, me being in entertainment, they always said, and you'll even hear men in entertainment saying the same thing. They cannot date a female that is not in entertainment. And when I first got in entertainment, I didn't understand that. I was like, what? That's crazy to me, right? So me being in entertainment and started dating outside of entertainment, I quickly found out why. One, when you're in entertainment, you are outside 24/7, 365. You got to be to stay relevant in entertainment, right?
Yep.
And if you're not in the same field with me, you will never understand why I have to be out here. But when you're in that same field, you understand verbatim, and I don't have to sit here and explain it to you why I'm out here. So it is easier to date somebody in that same field and genre because I don't have to explain to you why I'm doing what I'm doing. You
already
automatically understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing
You
it.
trying to build
I
your
get
brand
it.
too.
I
You
get
trying
it.
to
You're,
stay patronizing
because you're
as well.
building the same brand.
I
Or
get
you
it.
built that brand and you had to go through what I've already gone through. Are you still doing the same thing I'm doing since you built your brand? So it's easier. So in her case, since she has her brand, she needs somebody that's able to do the same thing she doing, so she don't have to explain to that person, this is why I have to move like I'm moving.
Here's the difference. I understand everything else, and I even agree with it to a degree, right? The difference is men don't tend to set those parameters around relationships. That's the difference.
Well,
right?
men in
That's
the
not
entertainment
true.
industry don't even. They
Like,
don't set no
a
standards with
man,
no
a man
woman.
can't even set the
We can't.
typical
Right.
one, which
When
is,
we set
hey, you
those
gotta cook and
parameters-
wash and clean.
Yes.
We
When
don't do that.
set certain parameters, we're looked at in a negative light. When y'all set certain parameters, y'all are allowed to do that.
Definitely.
Y'all are-
But no, I think
Y'all
when you
meeting what
speak
type of women y'all meeting?
Right.
Because I don't mind cooking and cleaning.
No,
It's
but
not
you know,
just
once a
about
man
cooking.
say that, oh, these,
No,
once a
because I ain't
man,
got to take the trash out and cut no grass. I'm fine.
but once a man say, so do you cook? No, I don't gotta cook. I don't gotta clean.
Yeah, I like to cook, but I also like my man to cook too. Both of my daddies cooked all my life. I had two daddies.
But,
and
but,
my mom.
but what he's saying is it don't equal out when it comes to us. Like if we say that, it's like, damn, that's some fucked up. That's some back in my grandmother days shit y'all talking about.
No,
We get that all the time.
It's only when that's all you're saying is, look, that's all you're really good for is cooking and cleaning, and you don't recognize all the other shit that we got going on and that we're doing, and you're not adding to that.
No, but what I'm saying is once you come to the table, you're like, so can you cook? Do you like to clean? Damn, why you gotta go there? That's what he's trying to say.
So, all right, so let me ask you this question. If a woman come to your table and say, hey, do you like to pay all the bills? Can you pay all my bills? Everything. Light bill, all that. Plus put gas in my car every week, keep my car clean, make sure that, the kids got everything, clothed everybody.
Hey, I just wanted a meal.
My point exactly.
You want me to cook it for you, right?
My point exactly.
No, you don't
Point
just
made.
want the meal. You
Point
want
made,
the
though.
like,
The point is
yes,
made.
cheese.
The point was made. The point was made.
No.
There we go.
All I'm saying is there's different parameters for women, and you're fine for setting those, but we're looked at in a negative light when we set them.
Not
That's
for
the
me.
difference.
Not for me. I'm
In,
different.
in general, in
In general.
It's not a
general.
negative light.
general.
No, it's not a negative light. Listen, I don't think it's so much a negative light when y'all set things that y'all would like to see done. You understand what I'm saying? I think the negative conversation comes in when you don't respect what that woman also has going on, and it becomes a one-way street. Then that becomes the problem. Because then it's like, forget everything that you're doing and everything you worked hard on accomplishing and everything you had to do before I came in here. Fuck it all. Can you do just what I'm asking? That's all we care about. That's what it sounds like.
We ain't really asking for that though. We're asking for the same thing y'all asking for. It's just different, right? We just asking for the same thing y'all asking for. It's just different. It looks different. Y'all asking for protection and want respect for what it is you do. We don't need those things, right? The need is different, therefore the conversation is different.
Correct.
All right. And when that conversation is different, there tends to be a negative tone on our end, or there's negative feedback from men when we just want the same things that y'all want. We just going about them differently.
So can you agree to say that because of society, both parties are made to think in a
Yes.
negative notion of both?
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
what my solution to it is for myself, and I only can work on myself, and then people, lead by example. I put value to myself. So if you can't give me what I'm asking for in that manner, I can't mess with you.
Right.
Period. And if you tend to devalue those type of people, they no longer exist because they're going to have to get on a bandwagon. They're going to have to get on a bandwagon. They're going to have to get their crap together because no more men going to want them type of women. If you can't give me what I need as a man, I don't want to deal with you at all for whatever you look like or for whatever you got, because the bare necessities that I need, you're not capable of giving me.
And men come into the situation with their demands
They do.
off top, but the minute we start expressing that, it's a big problem.
But you know what also gets me though? And maybe it's just me, but I'm wondering, right? Check me out.
We done went to a whole
This
this part two right now.
We have the relaxed conversation part.
We got to
two.
bring Miss Riki Ville back.
Right. I'm loving this conversation part right here. But you know what I noticed also, right? Let's talk about your athletes and your celebrity men and your men with money, right?
Right.
I know half the wives that they're dating are not bringing anything into the relationship, and they don't cook nor clean.
How you know that?
Because it's a conversation. Come on now.
It's damn sure a conversation. Plus, you could tell
Thank
because
you.
them people
Go ahead.
broadcast all
But
they
you're about, to
business.
you're about to walk into my point, though. Go
They
ahead.
broadcast all their business. That's one, and you could see that they don't cook or clean because they show the maids and they show the house services and the cooking services that cook and deliver the foods. So, if that is the case, right? Why is it that certain women are different from other women? Why do y'all want so much out of certain women, but don't expect it out of?
I
other
mean, I
women?
think
Be
it's
specific.
How about this?
I know what she's. I know
I know what she's saying too. I just wanted to say.
Yeah, I
that.
think
No, go ahead and say it. I'm not gonna be the one getting fucked up on the internet with this one. Not me.
Say it with your chest.
No, you say what you say.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah.
But I also think it's class, right? Because if I'm dating somebody that's in the NBA, I ain't cooking shit either.
What you mean?
We better not. be
Girl, my
cooking.
food is better than the caterer.
I'm not cooking nothing.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
I'm not.
I'm gonna show you.
I'm not.
See?
I'm gonna show you.
That's what we're
I'm
talking
not.
about. So, but to her point, think about what she just said. But we accepted all of that. just said we're rich. NBA players, musicians, athletes, all that. She don't cook.
So,
She don't do this. She don't do that.
and that's
But we'll accept her.
yeah.
Y'all won't.
I just did.
Isolated incident. I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about in general, right? Because you just said they have to have this, they have to have this, they have to have this because of my lifestyle and what I have. But a man is saying I can be rich, I can be a star athlete, I can be an entertainer, and now taking a woman that does not have to, she doesn't have to have the same money I have. She doesn't have to be an athlete. She doesn't have to be an actor. We'll accept those women.
Fuck it. Ain't nobody gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Please
She
don't
did
say
because
it.
she looked good as shit.
Thank you.
And she eye can. She arm can.
Thank you for
That's
saying it with your chest.
Fuck.
It has zero value.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I wanted
Zero
to get
value.
into it.
Zero?
I wanted
Zero.
it was zero. I wanted
Zero.
you to
Zero.
say it.
Of no substance.
That was it.
That's why they cheat, and that's why they get
Exactly.
divorced.
0.
Everybody get divorced.
Well, hold up.
Not everybody.
60%.
Not everybody.
95.
And sometimes it's that one that's been holding them down when they ain't had shit. Let's keep it 100.
Keep it 100.
Sometimes
That's
you
like
want to cross
LL
that
Cool
too.
J. Excuse me, Kofi. Like LL Cool J. He's been with his wife since he's been younger.
Right.
Samuel L. Jackson,
Ice
Denzel
Cube.
Washington, Ice Cube. These people
D.L.
going through-
Hughley.
D.L.
He's been
Hughley.
with his wife since they were little, since they were in high school.
Yeah.
But DL also spoke how he couldn't stand her for years.
Well, he did, but he cheated. They all cheated, in all honesty. But I'll never forget. I went
All
on
high
tour.
value men
Let's go.
with
The camera's on you.
careerless women.
Right. Wait, but no.
No,
DL.
let's
No,
Casper,
let's
wait,
Casper,
wait,
Casper, listen to
wait.
what he
Like,
just said.
I heard what you said.
Listen to what he said.
Right. DL's wife helped DL on the backflip with a lot of stuff that he didn't know. He had to admit it himself that his wife was the brains of a lot of stuff that he had no clue about. And she took her time out of her career to push his career.
Will
nothing's
you,
wrong
will
with
you let a man be the brains?
If that's his position that he's supposed to play.
That's all he got right now.
If he's pushing my career, he wants to be the brains of it, and we can push me forward.
and that's all he got. That's all he got right
I'm
now.
cool with that.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. I call
I'm
bullshit.
thinking-
The brains of
But
my
I think
I'm glad you-
career,
I'm glad
the
you
career
said
that
it,
I
bro.
want so
I
badly.
think we see that
Bullshit.
example in Monique and her husband.
Oh, no, fuck
He's
that.
the brain.
He's
No,
the brain.
neither
He's
one of
the
them got
brain.
brains. I don't like neither one of
think
them.
Monique
motherfuckers.
husband is the brain.
Daddy, you
you
talking
like
about daddy? No,
I don't think
no,
Monique
we-
husband is the brain.
I ain't fucking I ain't fucking neither one of them. Use a better example. Like I ain't fucking neither one
Yeah,
of
that's
them.
not a good example. No.
Well, daddy.
Yeah, that's not. He's not the brains.
No,
Was
no.
not it.
I don't know if we both building, which I prefer to be in a relationship to where both of us are capable of building. I don't give a fuck who goal it is.
That's
It's
all I
whichever
wanted
one.
to hear.
That's
It's
it.
whichever one makes the most sense and can get done the fastest. That's the one we're gonna work on at that point.
And that
And
brother
we-
might have a 9 to 5.
No, the hell he don't.
You can't have a 9 to 5
We
if you
leaving this
got
bitch with
goals.
a job. Look, we leaving this.
Listen, he can't have a
When
9
we
to 5
leave here-
if they got goals and they trying to work
Hey,
on something
not
totally
entrepreneurial.
different.
Hey.
Listen,
You
I'm
gotta
both.
be an entrepreneur
Hey.
at
I
that point.
have an entrepreneur spirit. I have
Listen to
businesses,
me.
but I got
There's
a 9 to 5.
entrepreneurs
Are you staying at that
like
9 to 5?
myself with a nine
That's my
Exactly.
question to y'all.
not a 9 to 5,
But
but
you're
like a
not-
9 to 7, a 9 to
Listen.
8, 9 to 9.
No,
But
but the
listen,
question-
I'm
wait.
8:30
You've
to
already
5:30.
said you're not planning on staying in that forever.
That's the
Let's
question.
Just be
Are
real.
y'all staying in that job
Forever.
forever?
That job finances the dream.
So what?
Okay, but
as you
after
haven't
a
answered-
while, the dream is going to be where you want it. So no, the job is no longer needed.
So
Here's
Ricky,
the
you gotta switch your statement then. You would date a 9 to 5, but you won't stay with him if he continues to have a 9 to 5.
That's all a part of the Palm Sweaty questions.
Got you.
If he have a goal, he have a job, and he's working toward building this goal that he have for himself, then we can continue talking. It's not even just about my moves or how I move. It's the fact of I want to be able to work for self. I want my husband to have that security and that confidence to work for self. Build your empire, my dude. Build it. Matter of fact, let's build it together because I actually enjoy building with my mate. But I don't want nobody that doesn't have that confidence to say or security to say, I can walk away from this to do my thing, my dream, and create business for my community. I don't want nobody that think that they have to go and clock this time clock to live. So you working to live?
I don't appreciate all y'all. Back
Because it's true.
I need y'all to step this shit up. I need y'all to when I talk. They doing a But you know you didn't say that earlier though, right?
I didn't break it down like that
Okay,
earlier.
okay,
It's the same. I didn't break
got
it
you.
down.
I got you.
It's my palm sweaty questions. That's what I call them.
I got
So
you.
listen, we gotta have you back next time to talk more about the palm sweaty questions.
No
Absolutely.
problem.
And I want you to tell the people out there, look, you know which camera is yours, right? I want you to tell them how they can find you. Tell them about Rikiville.
Riki.Ville. That's Instagram, Facebook. It's Rikiville as well. TikTok, Snapchat is all Rikiville. 1712 Gallia Street every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. $2 tacos, $1 oysters, $2 drinks, Riki Punch and Riki Breeze, and an extremely great vibe. Come out and support.
Well, Riki, on behalf of the Higher Level family and the Den, we'd like to thank you for coming out. We
Y'all are
appreciate you
welcome.
coming
I
out
enjoy it.
Thank you.
on a Monday night.
Yes.
Guys, I know we went over by like 30 minutes, but the conversation was so good. So
Part two.
Part two.
Right.
Sweaty palm questions.
The sweaty palm questions. Yes.
So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna let DJ D-Lex take us out with a couple of tunes, and we got some announcements to make. We just want to let everybody know this episode was brought to you by none other than,
Iris Little Achievers.
tell them people about Iris Little Achievers.
It's an in-home daycare, ages 6 weeks to 4 years old, and summer camp starts June 1st. 504-892-5852.
All right, DJ D-Lex.
It's your favorite girl DJ, DJ D-Lex.
Hey yo, DJ D-Lex.
Yes, people, so don't forget it's all about Reggae Fridays. Island Invasion going down at My Rhythms, 1739 North Claiborne Avenue this Friday. Admission, fellas, is only $10. Ladies, you are free before 12. Music by DJ D-Lex from the NOLA Dream Team and the young and upcoming monster. We got DJ Goons in the house. On Sunday, it's all about My Rhythms. You heard it right. Rhythms on a Sunday. We back at it again. Same address, same NOLA Dream Team. Doors open at 9 p.m. Ladies, you are free before 11. Fellas, you are $10 all night long.
DJ D-Lex.
And don't forget, we are here each and every Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe, follow the channel HLE Television on YouTube. Help us grow the thing, you know? DJ D-Lex, do your thing.
DJ D-Lex.
Miss how she live. Girl, I come in home, I want see you again. All day through the night, I'm dreaming. Yeah. Miss how she live. When you turn it up, make it smooth, my darling. When outside is pouring rain, put a butt on the fire. Bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling it over. Raise the temperature higher. Coming in, you're coming in, you're coming in closer. Make the thing get your fire. Spill it all on the ground, all over the counter, yeah. With that pot on the fire, yeah. It's your cocoa alive, boy. When I'm feeling under the weather, you just make me feel sweet. Ice the cocoa tea, use the sugar, and together we are complete, darling. Heat me up, only you alone can put fire back in the soul. Heat me up, and they telling me I should lead a fire. Back and I'll be a come on.
Inside the day.
Me nah